Hare Krishna, Kirtika Sundari Mataji, Tantavatranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada, please accept my humble obeisances, all glories to your services. Thank you so much for joining the call and giving an association to us, Mataji. Welcome to the call, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Vinita Gadarvika Mataji, Tantavatranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada, please accept my humble obeisances, all glories to your services. Thank you so much for joining the call and giving an association to us, Mataji. Welcome to the call, Hare Krishna.
That message was for Vinita Mataji, not for you, Darshini. Okay.
Okay, Mataji. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. If there is no one else to introduce themselves, we'll go on with Srila Prabhupada's book for today.
Yes.
Hare Krishna, dear devotees. We welcome all of you to the Metta Conference Calls Mid-Morning Session on offerings to Srila Prabhupada for today. First, we'll read Srila Prabhupada's book for today. A little bit of a pure thing is much better than huge volumes of impure, adulterated things. Letter to Brahmananda, August 27th, 1969. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna devotees, Hare Krishna dear devotees, I'm very grateful to you for joining the call. Mataji will go ahead with Kirtila Sundari Mataji's bhajana. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Darshini Mataji. Hare Krishna. Thank you everyone for joining us. Wish you all a very, very happy appearance day of Srila Prabhupada. So, thank you, Preeti Vilasni Mataji, for giving me the first slot.
We are honored.
Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, I'll not take much time because I know everybody has to glorify. So, let's start. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschata Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivas Adi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So, the glories of Srila Prabhupada, we cannot even measure. Just like I was reflecting on this point, that when Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was giving instructions to Srila Rupa Goswami at Dashamed Ghat, he was giving the entire Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. He was discussing he was discussing about the devotional mellows, but later our dear Srila Rupa Goswami, he composed this entire Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. But when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was telling to Srila Rupa Goswami about bhakti, then he said, Para para shunya gabhira bhakti rasa sindhu tomai chakhayate tarat kahi ekabindu. He was telling that this bhakti rasa, that mellows of devotional service, it is so big and vast. Para para, iska koi par or apar nahi hai, means you cannot even measure the length and breadth of that ocean of bhakti. And it is gabhira, it is so deep that it is practically bottomless. This is the Sindhu, this is the ocean of bhakti rasa. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said that, Tumhai chakaye the thara kahi eka bindu. But I'm just letting you taste one drop. I'm taking your finger, O Rupa Goswami, dipping it in that ocean of Bhakti Rasa and letting you taste that one drop of Bhakti Rasa. So I was thinking similarly, the glories of Srila Prabhupada, they're fathomless. We cannot measure. We cannot measure. The glories of Srila Prabhupada are also so deep. The ocean is so deep and it has no length and breadth. But the glories of Srila Prabhupada have been tasted by all his wonderful disciples. And through them, through all these Guru Vargas, we have been tasting that one drop of Srila Prabhupada glories. So what can we speak on his glories? But definitely we all have different realizations. Everybody has their realization because Srila Prabhupada has literally changed the life of many of us through his dear disciples. So his dear disciples are actually Chaitanya Mahaprabhu for all of us, who is letting us taste the nectar of Srila Prabhupada, because many of us have not seen Srila Prabhupada, but we have tasted the nectar of Srila Prabhupada's glories through our Guru Vargas. So we should be really fortunate to come into this process. So what I will do is I'll share my screen. We'll sing Prabhupada Ashtakam, and then you all can take turns in reading the translation. Okay. So this Prabhupada Ashtakam is by Kushakrit Prabhu, again disciple of Srila Prabhupada. He has written this Prabhupada Ashtakam. So we'll sing this. I hope you all can see the screen. Shri Shri Navadvipa Para Pradipa Sandipyamana Satato Bhuviha Chetastamohanti Yasyayatnan Namami Tam Shri Prabhupada Devam Shri Bhakti Siddhanta Prajotita Shri व्यासाद्यकोशं कुशलं कृपालु संलेच वाग्देश चेददत्यस् नमामि तं श्रीप्रभुपाददेवम् आचार्यते यत्परतर्कदृश्या गोविन्दमृत्युज्ज्वला भास्करेण अद्वैतिखद्योतकुलं जगत्यां नमामि तं श्रीप्रभुपाददेवं यस्यैव यत्नेन पुराणराजा गङ्गामलकेशवकेलिहंस सत्स्त्रोत्ररत्नावहितीह लोके नमामि तं श्रीप्रभुपाददेवं क्षीराधिका कृष्णपदारविन्दे सहस्ररेतेषु शतामन्दरीषु आरोपयद्यो मधुरे पृथ्व्यां नमामि तं श्रीप्रभुपाददेवं कौशालधैर्यस्य सहस्रशास्त्र शास्त्रातिवर्षै प्रतिहन्यते हि छन्दाकलेर्मोहचाम्रहतेन नमामि तं श्रीप्रभुपाददेवं नानालसद्गौरशुधा प्रकाश फलाशितौ स्थापित एव येन कृष्णानुचिन्ता जनसङ्गवृक्षस् नमामि तं श्रीप्रभुपाददेवं यो नित्यदा जीवति दैविकीषु निजसु शिक्षासु सहानुगामि कृपाम्बुधीर्नन्दसूत्राश्रितात्मा नमामि तं श्रीप्रभुपाददेवम्. I'll read the first translation and you all can volunteer to read. I offer my respectful obeisances unto His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Because of his efforts, the eternal, brilliant lamp of Navadvip, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, is now destroying the darkness of ignorance within the hearts of the living entities in this world. So you can take turns.
I'll read second, Mataji.
Go ahead.
I offer my respectable obeisances unto His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, being especially ordered by Srimad Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakura, and being very merciful, he placed in the Western countries where English and other such degraded languages are spoken, the auspicious treasure house of devotional literature written by Srila Vyasadeva, Srila Krishna, Kaviraja, and others. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji.
I offer my respectful obeisances unto His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Because of his expert logic, the brilliant son of Lord Govinda's transcendental form is now illuminating this world and completely eclipsing the insignificant glowworms of the impersonalists. Please continue from 5.
Hare Krishna, I offer my respectful obeisances unto fourth or fifth, Mataji? Fourth, right? I offer my respectful obeisances unto His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Because of his efforts, the pure and crystal clear Ganges river of the Srimad Bhagavatam, the king of Puranas, is now flowing all over the world. The pebbles in that river are jewels of the pure devotees' prayers, and playing within its waters are the swans of Lord Keshava's pastimes. Hare Krishna.
I offer my respectful obeisances unto His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, who planted the charming lotus feet of Sri Radha and Krishna in hundreds of temples and thousands of hearts throughout this world.
I offer my respectful obeisances unto His Divine Grace, Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. Showering thousands of arrows, which are as his books, he has violently destroyed the fierce army of illusions presented by the age of Kali.
I offer my respectful obeisances unto His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Upon this earth, he has planted the desired tree of the International Society for Krishna Consciousness, whose many splendid fruits are the many methods of distributing the nectarian message of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
I offer my respectful obeisances unto His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, who is like the ocean of mercy, and who has completely taken shelter of Lord Krishna, the transcendental son of Nanda Maharaj, with his body, mind, words, and self. Srila Prabhupada lives forever by his divine instructions, and his sincere followers live with him. Hare Krishna. Jai Srila Prabhupada.
Prabhupada ki jai. So thank you all so much. Thank you. Thank you, Preeti Lasna Mataji. Thank you, Darshini.
Thank you. So, Darshini Mataji will take over, and I request all the devotees to raise hands one by one so we can go in order and we can share our thoughts about Srila Prabhupada. We can express our gratitude at this time.
Thank you so much, Ketan. That's very beautiful starting of this organization. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. I request all of you to raise your hands from Zoom so that we can go in order to offer tokens of gratitude.
Okay, if everybody is thinking, I don't want to talk, or why should I talk? Remember, it's not about me or us. It is about Srila Prabhupada. So anybody can glorify Srila Prabhupada. There's nothing wrong in that. So if you don't want to, that's fine. But if you have any remote desire in the corner of your heart, please raise your hand. Okay, then I'll just go ahead and we can. Okay, good. Ravina Mataji, please go ahead.
I want to say hundreds and thousands of thanks to Srila Prabhupada. Recently, I just joined in, I started following all japa classes and listening all the pravachanas about Prabhupada. And recently, we read a book of Prabhupada's biography. I got to know that he started ISKCON, and his on his 70s, I felt like oh, it's impossible thing. He made it happen. And I want to say, I am very grateful. He was so grateful person. I felt very happy after following all these things, and I want to say very thanks to him. Thank you, Mataji, for giving the chance.
Thank you so much, Prabhupada Mataji, for your very heartfelt words. Thanks, Preeti will come. Chinmay, for Prajapati. Go ahead, Mataji. Hare Krishna, Mataji, around you. Chinmay, Prajapati.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dhanvat Pranam. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to Srila Gurudev. I'm just not prepared. I didn't know it was a class where we had to offer, to do offerings. I joined like any other day. But since Preeti Mataji said it is our gratitude to Srila Prabhupada, I raised my hand. So, there's no words to thank Srila Prabhupada. So grateful to Srila Prabhupada, because if he was not there, where would he be? My Srila Gurudev has written song, Yadi Prabhupada na hoy to, tabe ki hoy to, ye jeevan bahite kaise, nithai gorera apara karuna ke dite sakala dese. So I'm born in a South Indian family. How would I even know who is Nithai? And from where would Nithai's kripa come to me if Srila Prabhupada was not there? So just taking this opportunity to thank Srila Prabhupada from the core of my heart. He attracted me through Lilamrita, and then he sent me his dear son as my Srila Gurudev, who is pulling me from the depth of the well. I'm going down and down, but Gurudev doesn't want to give up on me, and he's pulling me up towards Srila Prabhupada. So today, my only prayer to Srila Prabhupada is, please empower me to please understand your purports, to assimilate them and apply them in my life. And somehow, in a very meager way, if I can serve Srila Gurudev, I'll be very happy. Thank you, Srila Prabhupada. Thank you, Mataji, for this opportunity. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Chinmay, for your wonderful heartfelt offerings and prayers. Ms. Kalpagavati Mataji, please.
Hare Krishna, Pranam to all devotees, all glories to Prabhupada, all glories to Guru and Gauranga, all glories to all assembled devotees. I'm a neophyte devotee from a remote place in Tamil Nadu, Kanyakumari district. I'm a doctor by profession. My brother was an engineer. He was a Shiksha Guru to me. He only introduced me to ISKCON and Prabhupada, everything. Initially, we went to Vrindavana for a tour. Then he told me to chant. I never had the interest of chanting, and some family issues I was not able to sing. After June 2021, and then he came to my house and he stayed there for my mother-in-law passed away. That time he was there in that tough situation. My brother only told me to chant. Then I heard the Bhagavatam class, even hearing the Bhagavatam class and the purport and this thing and all I used to hear, and I had that eagerness to read and this thing, and hearing that I came to know about Prabhupada and Leelamrita Prabhupada. I was reading by on myself. I attended classes and then knew about that about Prabhupada, how he suffered for fallen souls like us, to bring up us, to know that bright and enlightened effulgent of the Lord. He showed us the Lord. We don't know anything. We don't know what is Bhagavatam, what is Bhagavad Gita, nothing. He only taught us everything, word by word. Translation word by word, purport and all, beautiful purport. We cannot this thing, to read that purport itself, we take a lifetime. For that short time, he went by 69 in his age to that remote, to different place of the world and USA, and to brought up, he wrote so many books. Then also he longed for us. Anything, this thing, in my heart, I will say, in my difficult situations, I will go to him and ask Prabhupada, what is the situation? What should I do? What should I do? simply used to tell me, chant, chant, chant. That is that lesson I heard from him. Chant, 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 always chanting. Here, my this thing was to, I have found difficult to do one round, one mala in 2012. And by 21, I started doing 16 malas and 16 rounds. And then 16 rounds, and then finishing that 16 rounds in the one. And the off late for 2 years, I'm finishing that 16 rounds in the Brahma Muhurta time itself. And then I tried to do, once Prabhupada was, you should raise the accounts day, but you should not come back. Then I came to 20, and now I'm coming to 32 rounds. By God's grace and by Prabhupada's grace, no, I am following his principle, and I'm following his purport. This thing daily, his words. I cannot be this thing without his words. Daily, that this thing also I will read. I will hear his words. That's only all glories to Prabhupada. Without Prabhupada, we cannot know Krishna. I'm honestly and loyally grateful, and give my obeisances to Krishna. That is my Prabhupada. He is the Krishna in this world for me. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Prabhupada Mataji, for a very heartfelt and very emotional offering to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much. Sagri Mataji, please go ahead.
Hare Krishna. Happy Srila Prabhupada Vyas Puja to everybody. Like so many devotees just mentioned, where would we be without Srila Prabhupada? I mean, it's very, very, very difficult to even think about that scenario. So much can be said about how Srila Prabhupada has given us this beautiful lifestyle. You know, it's like even though we are part of this material world, it's kind of an oasis in this material world. Like, when we go in the association of devotees, it feels like a totally different place, though we are belonging of the material world, but it totally is like an oasis, and the feel is like totally different. And I think that we belong to a different world at that time. So it's all totally due to Srila Prabhupada's so difficult endeavors he took earlier, and now I feel that we are easily reaping the benefits of what Srila Prabhupada did. So I'm ever grateful and ever indebted. Of course, we can never repay Guru's debt. It's like for lifetimes we are indebted to our Gurus. And I'm also very grateful to my Guru Maharaj, because he is known as Prabhupada's man, and he embodies like Prabhupada's principles. So that also, it's very inspiring to me, in the sense that everywhere I see it's Prabhupada's message and it's Prabhupada's teachings. And so that also motivates me a lot. Like, and so much can be said, like what part of life Srila Prabhupada has not touched, starting from waking up to cooking to my, any kind of recreational activities, what we want to do, to any kind of education, what we want to get. Everything, Srila Prabhupada's hand is there, always there in every part of our lives. There is no denying it. Maybe we are unaware, but it is always there. And like I said, it's very difficult to imagine where I would be if not for Srila Prabhupada. And if devotees are okay, I would like to sing this bhajan. This is by His Holiness Jai Patak Swami Maharaj. And he has so beautifully summarized Srila Prabhupada's, contribution, and also how we cannot imagine life without Srila Prabhupada. So is it a good time, or should I wait? I don't know.
You can go ahead, Mataji.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I just logged off to catch up with the tune. I've not sung it in a long time, so please forgive me if there are any mistakes. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada, Nitai Gora Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gora Hari Bol. यदि प्रभुपाद न होय तो ताबे की होय तो ये जीवन बाहिते किसे यदि प्रभुपाद न होय तो ताबे की होय तो हे जीवन बहिते किसे निताई गोरेरा अपर करुणा केदित सकल देशे यदि प्रभुपाद न होय तो ताबे की होय तो हे जीवन बहिते किसे पाश्चात्य रयात पापी दुराचारी शून्यवादी मायावादी तदेरा उदारा करिबारे माना हे नागोना दया निधि यदि प्रभुपाद न होय तो ताबे की होय तो हे जीवन बहिते किसे तादेरा निकटे कौन जनासी बिलाहित हरि नाम सभ्य जीव रूपे गदिते तादेरा के हायते अगुया यदि प्रभुपाद न होय तो ताबे की होय तो हे जीवन बहिते किसे देशे देशे हरि विग्रह सेवा आरती रात्रि दिने रथ यात्रा दिमा हो सभा सभा शिखाईते कौन जाने यदि प्रभुपाद न होय तो ताबे की होय तो हे जीवन बहिता किसे गीता भागवत चैतन्य चरिता प्रेमामृत रसा कथन सुंदर सरल कारिया के बुझाईता यदि प्रभुपाद न होय तै काबे की होयते हे जीवन बहिते किसे कटागस्त साही प्रीतमाने राही के वदिता हरि नाम के दिता मादेरा पूरी वृंदावन मायापुरा माता के दिता मादेरा पूरी वृंदावन मायापुरा माता धाम यदि प्रभुपाद न होयते ताबे की होयते हे जीवन बहिते किसे परम मंगल श्री चैतन्य महाप्रभुर शिक्षा धना आचार्य प्रचारे सदा मादेरे के करिता नियोजना प्रेमा कल्पतरु निताई गौरेरा कृपा कनाल भी बरे निरवधि जया पतकार दया तुम्हारे शरण निरवधि जया पतकार दया तुम्हारे शरण कोरे यदि प्रभुपाद न होयते ताबे की होयते हे जीवन भरिते से जय श्रीला प्रभुपाद की जय
Jai.
Thanks to Srila Jayapataka, His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Maharaj for so beautifully, giving us how Srila Prabhupada's touching our lives and how it will be so empty without him. Mataji, should we take turns to read the translation so we can understand better what Maharaj is conveying? Or I can read it too if we are all busy.
Yes, Mataji, you can go ahead and read it.
Okay, here is the translation. If Srila Prabhupada had not come, what would have happened? How could we have passed our lives? Who else would have distributed the unlimited mercy of Lord Nityananda and Lord Gauranga all over the world? Which other compassionate person would have endeavored to deliver the miscreants, sinful, impersonalistic, and voidistic people in the West? Who else would have come to distribute Harinam to them? Who else would have come forward to transform them into civilized beings? Who else would have taught them how to worship the deity form of Lord Hari day and night with Aarti Kirtana, and how to conduct the Ratha Yatra and other grand festivals? Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, and Chaitanya Charitamrita contain the essence of the nectarian mellows of love of Godhead. Who else would have explained the scriptures so clearly and beautifully? Who else would have tolerated all difficulties and distributed Harinama with a pleasant heart? Who would have given us the dhamas such as Mayapur, Vrindavan, and Jagannath Puri? The teachings of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu constitute the greatest and most auspicious treasure. Who else would have engaged us in constantly practicing and preaching it? Sri Nitai Gaura are desiratories of love of Godhead. Desiring a drop of their mercy, Jayapataka's heart incessantly takes shelter of your divine grace. Jai Srila Prabhupada ki Jai, Jai Shri His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Maharaj ki Jai.
Jai.
Thank you, dear Mataji. Hare Krishna. And I also would like to very, very sincerely from the bottom of my heart thank Bhakti Sanga Japa group. Without you all, I don't think I could ever relish or I can ever relish Srila Prabhupada's books and his teachings. So I'm ever indebted to you all also. I would like to, share on this day. You all are somehow carrying me in this samsara ocean of samsara, and it's only by all your mercy that I'm somehow catching on to something in Krishna consciousness. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Savri Mataji. Very beautiful, very heartfelt offerings to share. Very beautiful. Hare Krishna Prabhu, you can go ahead.
Dhanvat Pranam Mataji. Can you hear me? Yeah, thank you very much. Dhanvat Pranam to all devotees, Matajis and Prabhujis. And I would just like to express my gratitude to Sri Prabhupada. In fact, there is only one person in my life who has rescued me from going to hell. So I'm most earnestly desiring his blessing to all of us and anyone who takes his shelter. I can relate one Bhagavatam slok where Garg Muni comes to Nand Maharaj for Nam. He says, Mahad Vichanalam Drunam Gruhinam Dinachetasam Nihasresai Bhagavan Kalpati Nadet Pachit. He says, Oh my Lord, oh great devotee, persons like you move from one place to another, not for their own interest, but for the sake of poor-hearted grihasthas. Otherwise, they have no interest in going from one place to another. This exactly befits Sri Prabhupada's mission. Otherwise, who would at the age of 69 come to United States through a spreighter and suffering heart attack and still delivering fallen souls like us, like myself? My story is that of millions of ajamils of this Kali Yuga. I entered medical school at the age of 17, 18 there, came out 24, at 24, 27. And then it was a mad life. Nudam pramatta kuruta vikarma. This is how the life goes. And it turned out to be a mad person, going after Kanchan, Kamini, and Kirti. These three things are the haunting dogs for all materialists like us. And I was no exception like that. During my Panoti of Saraswati, I came across Srila Prabhupada's one BTG, one back to God. I'm talking about 1980s. I'm 70 now. And that turned my life from that day, And I so felt enlightened that, oh, this man talks so much sense to me. Just one article, basically. And then I found out so many things about Prabhupada Maharaj literature, kept on reading like that. And I'm most grateful to him. In fact, there is no other person divine like him whom I have come across in my life. And since then, I have always tried to distribute his books to XYZ anywhere. For last 20 years, we have distributed so many books in Las Vegas here. So this is what I feel really. And everyone who comes in contact with Srila Prabhupada will be delivered. That is my firm belief. Thank you very much again, Mataji, and allowing me to speak. Haribol.
Thank you so much for the offerings and obeisances to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much. Kundalika Karna Mataji, please.
Hare Krishna Mataji, thank you so much for this opportunity and for allowing us all to share our offerings. Very tiny. I'm a tiny particle over here, and I would like to sincerely offer a small token to Srila Prabhupada on his appearance day. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Dinamane Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharne Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatharne. Dear Srila Prabhupada, on your Vyasa Puja, I would like to first of all seek your blessings and offer my respectful obeisances unto your divine lotus feet. And on this day, I would like to take the opportunity to express my gratitude to Srila Prabhupada, because like what so many of you have said so wonderfully, he has come into our lives and he has changed our lives in an unimaginable way. He has brought us under the shelter, under this umbrella of ISKCON, and he protects us from this influence of this crazy material world that is completely meaningless. He has given me a higher purpose to life. He has given us, Srila Prabhupada has given us, he has given us Krishna, he has given us Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Mayapur Dham and Vrindavan Dham. He has given us the transcendental literature. I'm very grateful for all of that. Most importantly, he has given me Srila Gurudev. So I'm very grateful to Srila Prabhupada for helping me through this existence and making my life a little more meaningful. Because of Srila Prabhupada's sacrifices and surrender to the instructions of his spiritual master, he was able to save countless souls around the world. And in the same way, he also sowed the seed of bhakti in my heart many years ago, when we first got in touch with Srila Prabhupada's Bhagavad Gita as it is and the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. It has been a very long and arduous journey, during which and many times I have even forgotten the holy names of the Lord and my real meaning to life. But thank you so much for bringing me back on track. It's only your mercy that has led me to this Bhakti Sanga. And through Bhakti Sanga, I get devotee association. And now you have also blessed me with such a beautiful family and with Guru Maharaj. So thank you, Srila Prabhupada, for your transcendental books. It keeps us very grounded in our philosophy, and for the systematic daily process that we need to follow, so that, irrespective of whatever else is going on in our life, we can always come back to this and seek solace and just connecting to our Guru Parampara as well as to the Supreme Lord. I'd like to conclude by saying I was just listening to His Holiness Radhanath Swami Maharaj, and he was instructing that we have to give our lives as an offering to Srila Prabhupada. So I like to kindly request Srila Prabhupada that he makes me also an instrument in his mission, so that I can engage in whatever way possible to serve Srila Prabhupada. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Darshini Mataji, for organizing Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much. Organizations like Priti Vilasini, Mataji, we just handling it. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Organized by everybody. Thank you, Mataji. I would like to read the offering of Her Grace Mataji. She's in an office meeting and she's unable to mute, and she can't talk since it's a video call. So I'm reading her offering, which she wrote now, being inspired by all of you. So if anyone else wants to make offerings, kindly raise your hand so we can put you in line. I see Lalitangi Mataji has raised her hand, so we'll have her go up right after this. And anyone else, please don't feel shy or something, because this is a way of showing gratitude to Srila Prabhupada. If we have a little bit of gratitude in our heart, it is nice to express it at some point in our lives. And this is a rare opportunity. So requesting people to raise their hands. And if you're not able to unmute because of certain circumstances, you may give it in writing and one of us will read it out in the forum. Here is the offering by Her Grace Revati Mataji, who's a consistent attendee of Bhakti Sanga Japa conference call. Hare Krishna, dear Srila Prabhupada, Dandavat Pranams. First of all, I would like to express my sincere and deep gratitude for this Hare Krishna family, and that you have shared with us, whatever you have shared with us, and bringing Bhakti Yoga into our lives. Thank you for taking all the hardships in your life to bring Krishna consciousness to fallen souls like me. Thank you so much for extensive commentaries on the Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Charitamrita, and many daily quotes and so much more. If you had not paved this way, definitely I would have been a lost soul in this universe. A leader is one who sets by example. And thank you for being a leader in our lives and creating a deep impact in every walk of our lives. Thank you so much for everything that you have done to us. And thank you so much, Bhakti Sangha family, for giving this wonderful opportunity to glorify our grand spiritual father, Srila Prabhupada. Prabhupada ki jai. Thank you, Revati Mataji. It was very heartfelt. And next, Lalitangi Mataji.
Hare Krishna, devotees, please accept my humble obeisance. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. So, we always start our letters and our reading, whatever service we do, with the mantra of Srila Prabhupada. We understand how, what he has done is uncomparable for many, many generations to come, to give spiritual life in a way that can be practiced without diluting the standards, elevating the consciousness. I mean, this is something unparalleled in the history. So, we were recently reading Prabhupada Leelamrita, the 1 volume 1, with devotees, and it's so heart-touching. Although, many devotees would have read it many, many times. Every time we read, we see Srila Prabhupada's mood, his determination, and his dedication to the spiritual master. So that is, I was thinking that I should restart with another group reading that. So it's just transcendental, adventurous biography. Also, we have been reading letters from Srila Prabhupada. Many times, we break into tears, seeing how personal he is, and how his heart goes out to each and every disciple, and how he has handled, small details in 60, 67, 68, 69, and constantly on touch. We are in the era of social media. I mean, kids now can't imagine that we did not have cell phones when we were young. But before that, Prabhupada had to, run the movement through letters. And every time he starts the letter, with I received your letter dated. And it'll only be maximum 3-4 days consistently for so many years. We are in 1973 now, starting from 67. So he has not failed to reply the letters. And I mean, sometimes it's someone asking some vague philosophical question, and that too in 1972-73, he was translating Bhagavatam or Chaitanya Charitamrita with top speed, and the movement was growing. George Harrison had already come, and it was spreading all around. So he had so many engagements, and his travel has become hectic, but still he found time to write to someone's inquiry, about a philosophical point, and 3-4 pages explaining that. And also many disciples, reporting to him their personal problems and how in that letters, we feel that, Srila Prabhupada is a person beyond time, because he wrote that letter to someone, but now we can feel that personal touch by reading that. So that was very nice. And also, of course, his purports, because he, in the purport, he is determined to root out from the heart the material disease, which is not an easy task. So there might not be many great details, but repeatedly something to practice, something to apply. Repeatedly, instructions on chanting and to get rid of material attachments, how to stay fixed in devotional service again and again and again. So that's a surgery that is doing. And another thing is reading books about books that Srila Prabhupada's disciples have written on him. That is so beautiful, because when they see him for the first time, what did they experience? And then his interactions with them is so wonderful. Especially this book, A Bond of Love, Srila Prabhupada and his daughters. So it's fully compilation by Malati Mataji. And each one, when we read, we find that, oh, this is the best. But then the next one defeats the previous one. So it's so heart touching, because this we can't get in purports. The personal description of how he looked, how he smiled, how he interacted. I mean, it's not possible to note down all that. But for a person, it's very, very, cherishing to the heart, even the few moments that he spent with them, giving them Gayatri initiation. And after that, how they carried out their instructions, his instructions, and what are the difficulties that they faced, and how Srila Prabhupada reached out to them. So I also heard someone, one senior disciple of Prabhupada, sharing that how Prabhupada guides from the Murti even now, after his physical presence is not there. So Maharaj was telling that one time he offered obeisances to Prabhupada. Then when he looked up and he was praying to Prabhupada, what can I do? And he heard Prabhupada talk, telling preach. And another time when again he's trying to converse with, trying to, talk to Prabhupada in the mind. Then he said, as soon as he paid obeisances and he got up, he heard Prabhupada from the Murti saying that you are eating too much. So he was telling how Prabhupada chastises even from the Murti. And he told that one time he had a difficulty dealing with one of his god sibling, and he was conveying that to Srila Prabhupada, and he heard Prabhupada telling that be very kind to this person. So he said after this instruction from Prabhupada, the whole perspective changed. And we met Malati Mataji in New Vrindavan, and I was telling her, thanking her for the book, Bond of Love. And she was sharing this, that when she paid obeisances to Prabhupada in New Vrindavan, then he spoke up from the Murti saying, never leave, stay here. So these may not be, things for the public forum or people. It cannot be verified or documented, but still it's a personal relationship which these great personalities are, it's usually a secret. They don't share it out, but they share it out for our benefit. That when we see Srila Prabhupada's picture or Murti, he's there. He's guiding us, and he's accepting, chastising us in all the way possible. So how, his Srila Prabhupada's relationship with us is beyond time and beyond space. So thank you is not the word, but we want to always remain indebted to him, always remain serving his lotus feet, and always remain, conscious of what he wanted us to do, cooperate to make ISKCON big, and to stay united under his shelter, who is preeminent and foundational Siksha Guru, and that person who is relating to us every day through his books. Very grateful to Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Thank you for the opportunity, Mataji, for the organization.
Thank you so much, Narita Mataji, for very thoughtful and very, very dedicated to Srila Prabhupada. That's very grateful to you. Hare Krishna, Jai Govind,
Hare Krishna, everyone. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Namo Vishnu Padaya, Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale, Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namine Namaste, Saraswati Deve, Gauravani Pacharine, Nirvishesha Shunyavada Paschata Deshtarne. Srila Prabhupada, if we say thank you to you, thank you would be even a small, minuscule part of one drop of the ocean. That much is what we owe you. What I know about Srila Prabhupada is all through my spiritual master and the letters, the stories, and the realizations other devotees have shared. Srila Prabhupada has given us many, many, many things. He has actually given us a complete package. He has given us the objective of our life, what we should do. And then, he has given us our identity, who we are. We all think of what we are, and, we act accordingly. So he has very clearly given us our identity. Srila Prabhupada has given us a process. The objective which Srila Prabhupada has given, he has given us a process to achieve that objective through the mediums of the books, lectures. He has given us the theory of what that means. The textbooks which Srila Prabhupada has given, Srimad Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Charitamrita, Bhagavad Gita, theoretically explains that devotional service, what it means, how it can be achieved. Not only that, he has given us a practical example by executing those things by himself and having a team of his spiritual daughters and son who are now available to us to give us the practical demonstration, as well as giving us theoretical and knowledge, clarifying our doubts. Srila Prabhupada has also given us the institution to follow that. Many times the process is there, the people are there to talk about things, but we don't have institute where collectively things can be put together. and we can learn. So we can see many people have many skills and arts, but there might not be an institute which gives them formally. So we are not able to grasp that. So Srila Prabhupada has given us that. Srila Prabhupada has given us material knowledge as well. We see any of the Srila Prabhupada's books, it just not just talks about spiritual thing. It also talks about the material aspects of life, relates that material to the spiritual, and not only that, uh, vocabulary, English speaking, there are many things which we were not knowing, and we come to know across when we read Srila Prabhupada's books. There are many words which we still don't know the meaning of when we are reading the books, and we have to open up the dictionary. At least for me, after tons of time, open up the dictionary and see what that word means and how beautifully Srila Prabhupada has used that in the context. Srila Prabhupada has given us inspiration. At the age of 70, he started his journey. We find it difficult even in this age where we are right now with our physical body to find it very hard to do the process, but he was doing at the age of 70. I remember Guru Maharaj would always tell that Srila Prabhupada came in as an instrument to fulfill Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's desire to spread Krishna consciousness in every word, in every town and village, which practically he did. 108 temples, 14 circles around the globe in a short period of time, and establishing a movement which is the fastest growing and the most elaborated spiritual movement in the entire world. There's no other institute which is as big as what Srila Prabhupada has set up. So all those things, make me feel pride. Our Guru Maharaj used to say, we cannot imagine what Srila Prabhupada has done because we are not at age of 70 right now. So that's the bitter reality. No matter how much we glorify, how much we appreciate, how much we reflect, but any of us who have not been into that age will not be able to understand, what Srila Prabhupada has done. And he was always in a mood of serving devotees, thinking of Krishna. I was reading one example somewhere. Srila Prabhupada was in London in the snow. He was standing at a bus stop with one of his servants and watching a lady on the other side of the road who was wearing a mini skirt. And sannyasi, that person who was with Srila Prabhupada, looked at Srila Prabhupada at how keenly Srila Prabhupada is looking at a girl. And then different thought came in mind, and Srila Prabhupada said, I wish I could have that dedication which that lady has for Krishna. She is so dedicated that to show her skin, she is wearing a skirt in the winter. I wish I could have that dedication and I could sacrifice everything for Krishna. He always used to mention that, Krishna, keep me safe, keep me protected. Maya is very strong. He never take things for granted. He gives us inspiration. So in all, Srila Prabhupada gave us anything and everything which is needed for anyone in this world to, continue with his spiritual journey, no matter whether people are in remote area, in contact, not in contact. He was executing this and spreading this in the time when internet was not there. Now we have much more ways to get connected with each other. So at this point in time, if somebody is not able to take it seriously, I will say that it's on our part that we have to make an effort. Srila Prabhupada has given us everything. Rest everything is probably an excuse or our laziness. So with that, I will end, and all glories to Srila Prabhupada, and I cannot thank him much. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. We are very grateful to you. Hare Krishna. Nitika Mataji, you can go ahead.
Hare Krishna Mataji, thank you for the opportunity to speak something for Srila Prabhupada's glory. I'm really from the bottom of my heart thankful to Srila Prabhupada for being into my life, like all of you and many more. So for me, I truly believe that Srila Prabhupada was like a Messiah of the Lord, a true Messiah, you could say. I was always inclined towards spirituality and was looking for a direction which could lead me to a feeling of complacency. I was always looking for a spiritual direction which could lead me to knowledge of the higher power which was empowering the universe. When I was introduced to Srila Prabhupada's books, I understood that this was the knowledge that I was looking for. It gives me goosebumps to imagine what my life would have been had I not come in contact with the society created by Srila Prabhupada. It gave me all the knowledge and answers, and not to forget the peace of mind that I was looking for. I'm so grateful to Srila Prabhupada for all the knowledge he has left for us and for the direction he has given to us to be able to establish an eternal relationship with the eternal, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna. That's it. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Mr. Mataji, for your very Krishna, dear devotees, since there's no hand raise, I would like to actually raise Vinithananda Mataji's offering the chapters. I wanted to say thanks, Srila Prabhupada. Without you in my life, I never had touched Srimad Bhagavatam and Srimad Bhagavad Gita. Thanks, Prabhupada, for teaching us who we are, what is the goal in life, how can we connect to Krishna. Thanks, Bhakti Sanga. Without this group, I can't live on spiritual life. Love you, Srila Prabhupada. Hare Krishna, Madhuri. Thank you so much. Very, very hard.
Hare Krishna Mataji, can I offer something?
Yes,
For
Mataji.
Srila
Hare Krishna.
Prabhupada? Yeah, thanks a lot, Mataji, for giving this opportunity to glorify dear Srila Prabhupada. Actually, I just want to take your blessings to speak these few words. Agnanandatimirandasya gnananjana shalakaya chakshuruntamena tasmai shri guruve namaha. Actually, I'm literally indebted because I got so many, Bhakti Sanga and all these things because of Srila Prabhupada. So I always very, very indebted to him because association makes us what we are. And when I read about Srila Prabhupada mainly through Hare Krishna channel, first time I saw his series where I saw this old person who was walking on the roads of Delhi to distribute his magazine, and nobody used to take it, but he never gave up. And the way at the age of 70 he started he requested that lady, I am not able to remember her name, but he used to go so many times to request her for visa to let him go on the ship, and he somehow convinced her at that age because she was worried that Srila Prabhupada was old and it is not safe for him. But still, to fulfill his Guru Maharaj's wish, he just requested her, and he literally got that visa, and he went on a cargo ship, and he faced 2 heart attacks in that sail, but still he did not give up. That determination of Srila Prabhupada inspires me to come out of each and every problem in my life. Whenever I get something, I just remember that how Srila Prabhupada at the age of 70, he could travel in that cargo boat, and he faced so much in in that ship, and still he could make it, and then alone he could build this big organization, our ISKCON. So he's an inspiration actually to he gives me motivation, and he literally has taught us to how to love Krishna, how to be selfless and how to love Krishna. Previously we know that how we need to do, we do puja and we are something, but he taught us that how to selflessly do devotion through his books and through his purports. That's what I could get, Mataji, and literally, and he has given so many good friends uh, through ISKCON. So I'm literally indebted to Srila Prabhupada for this. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. I'm very, very grateful to Srila Prabhupada for everything that we have today. Without Srila Prabhupada, of course, like all of you said, where would we be? Where would I be? And what would I be doing now? I don't even know if I would be the same person as I am today without Srila Prabhupada. So extremely grateful for all that he has given us, his wonderful books, his wonderful guidelines, his teachings, the society of devotees that he has awarded to each one of us. He has given us a family to stay together. And without him, I would be completely lost. We all would be completely lost. I just wanted to say a little bit about my initial days. The first time I came across Srila Prabhupada's books, honestly, I was thinking, who is this man? Why is he talking like this? Because I remember reading Signs of Self-Realization and Self-Discovery, and I didn't even want to read the Bhagavad Gita by Srila Prabhupada initially. I was going through so many other books by different authors other than Srila Prabhupada. And my answers were, I never got satisfactory answers. There was no consistency in whatever was presented by all these different authors in their so-called Bhagavad Gita and in their books, in their Vedic literature, translation and commentaries on Vedic literature. Then it was a calling that I really wanted to go and again check out Srila Prabhupada's books. And when I checked out Srila Prabhupada's books with the right frame of mind, I could see that actually Srila Prabhupada has given everything crystal clear in his books. And there is nobody who can present, be it philosophy or be it love of God, be it any part of spiritual life like Srila Prabhupada. After reading Bhagavad Gita as it is, there was so much clarity in my thought process. And it was actually a miracle that I could find answers to every single question. So just this is something that is so crucial about Srila Prabhupada, that Prabhupada, we say Nirvisesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Desha Tarini. In his pranam mantra itself, we say that he's here to defeat all the impersonalists. And it was actually very, very important for Srila Prabhupada to do that, simply because the world is filled with impersonalists and it is very easy to get deviated. But Srila Prabhupada has been very magnanimous to give us so much clarity and speak the truth as it is, and wake up sleeping souls like me. So I'm actually most grateful for the books of Srila Prabhupada. And of course, Prabhupada has taught us everything. Just give me 1 second. Srila Prabhupada has taught us everything, not only through his books, but also through his presence, his behavior, the activities that he has done. He's been an exemplary leader, like he says, Swayam Acharati the Acharya, one who shows by example. Srila Prabhupada showed by example. He taught us how to cook. He taught us how to dress. Many people didn't know how to even wear dhoti. He taught us how to worship deities. He taught us how to have a regular schedule of sadhana. He taught us how to chant. He gave us Harinam. He gave us everything. He gave us the deities. He gave us a lifestyle. He gave us Krishna consciousness in being among devotees. He gave us a Devotee Sanga, and he has also given us Bhakti Sanga. So he has given us everything, and I'm eternally grateful to Srila Prabhupada. I just thought if I still have some time, I wanted to read out the achievements of Srila Prabhupada for everybody's meditation. I thought it would be nice to understand Srila Prabhupada's timeline. So from 1986 onwards to 1964, the events are as follows. Pardon, I beg forgiveness. 1896 to 1964, these are the events. 1896, September 1, Srila Prabhupada took birth. 1922, he met Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj. 1933, he accepted Diksha. 1944, he started writing Back to Godhead. 1951, he accepted Vanaprashta. 1953, in Jhansi, he initiated his first disciple, Acharya Prabhakar. There's a very sweet pastime with Acharya Prabhakar, where actually there was an incident when Prabhupada saw Krishna face to face, and Krishna garlanded him with a huge Kadamba flower garland. So you can look up that pastime later. 1956, he moved to Vrindavan. 1959, September 17th, he was awarded sannyas in Mathura. 1962, he published the first canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. 1964, he published the second volume of the first canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. Then, in 1965, he published the third volume of Canto 1, and August 13th, in 1965, at 1:30 p.m. in Calcutta, he began his voyage to the US by the Jaladuta trip. September 17th at 5:30, he landed at Commonwealth Pier, Boston. This was his historical arrival in USA. And then the accomplishments after arrival at USA are as follows. Between 1968 to 1977, he dedicated a total of 22,000 pages of text. He translated and wrote purports to 18,000 verses of Srimad Bhagavatam. Just reading one verse with purport daily would take the reader 49.31 years to complete. Imagine, he had translated every single thing, and he wrote purports also. And Srimad Bhagavatam was not the only book he translated. He translated so many books. He also translated and wrote the purpose to 700 verses of Sri Bhagavad Gita. Reading one verse with purport daily would take us 2 years to complete. He translated and wrote purpose to the 17 volumes of Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, which is a total of 2,170 pages or 11,555 verses. And reading one verse with purport daily will take us 31.6 years to complete. And reading one page daily would take us 5.9 years to complete. He also wrote the teachings of Lord Chaitanya, Nectar of Devotions, teachings of Lord Kapila, Sri Ishopanishad, and so many other books. He created Back to Godhead magazine that distributed 1 million copies. You know how many letters he wrote? He wrote 7,000 letters to his disciples, which was published in 5 volumes of books. Only Srimad Bhagavatam lectures he has given so far are compiled in 11 volumes of books. The Bhagavad Gita lectures, they are compiled in 7 volumes of books. His conversations, they have been compiled in 42 volumes of books. He has produced innumerable recordings. He established not just books, he also established 108 temples with deities, which are worshipped to this day. And we are still creating more and more temples in the honor of Srila Prabhupada, worshipping deities. And every single home has become a temple where all of us are worshipping deities, as taught to us by Srila Prabhupada. He published 147 books. Reading one book monthly would take 13 years. If you try to read one book of Srila Prabhupada per month, you will take 13 years to complete 147 books that he has written and published. If one started to read one book monthly, now, today, he will not finish in the next 13, 14 years. And remember, in that very short span between the age of 70 and 80, around 11 years, okay, that was the span when he came and spread this movement. He traveled around the world 14 times, publishing more than 147 books. Besides that, he changed the lives of at least 10,000 or more people who became, and many people, like more than 5,000 people, became his initiated disciples. And all this Prabhupada has just done in 11 years, and that too, not between age 20 and 30 or 30 and 40 or 40 and 50, between the age 70 to 80, when I don't think I will even get up from the bed. So this is Srila Prabhupada, and extremely grateful. And thank you all for allowing me to speak for so long. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, thank you so much for very beautiful. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. If any other devotees not there, I would like to give my offering. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Krishnaya Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Nidhi Namaste Saraswati Devi Gaurava Pracharya Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pascharya Deshadarani Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada Parichaya.
Hare Krishna, Darshini Mataji, so sorry to interrupt. Before you start, Mataji, your voice is echoing. Till now it was okay, but now we want to hear your offering.
Okay. Now, Mataji, it's fine. Or I'll shift to Sister Mataji one.
Static noise coming along with it, so we are not able to hear you clearly.
Hare Krishna Mataji, now it's fine.
Yeah, much better, much better.
Hare Krishna Mataji, thank you so much. I'm so sorry. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada. In Shri Chaitanya Charitamrita, there's a verse that says, Bharata Bhumite Hila Manusha Janma Ja Janma Sarthaka Kari Karapara Upakam. Although being born in India, I didn't even know the meaning of perfection of life. Didn't even know what perfecting life means. But Srila Prabhupada has prayed for all of us, prayed for each and every one of us, blessed each and every one of us with his books, with his devotees, with the disciples of his disciples also, to lift us up from wherever we were. Prabhupada gave us the definition of perfecting our lives and also the path to perfecting our lives. And Prabhupada has given the most highest mercy, that is to become a maid servant of Srimati Radharani in the line of Sri Rupa Manjari. And also, Prabhupada has given us so many things that we can never be grateful enough for. And one experience that I would want to share is of the Jagannath Rath Yatra that Srila Prabhupada has brought to the entire world from Jagannath Puri. And when I was showing a few of my friends, this is our Jagannath, because the temple where I come from, Jagannath is the main deity. So I showed, this is our temple and you can come and visit our temple. And they said, this is in Puri, right? We can't come to Puri. It's really far. I said, no, it's there. It's there all over the world. Jagannath is there all over the world. You can come for Rath Yatra and you can pray. And even during the Rath Yatra, even if people are not devotees, we are so fascinated by the way Srila Prabhupada has made us celebrate these festivals. Even the way of celebration has been so transcendental that it pulls so many people to pull the Rath and also to even sweep the road before the Lord is proud. And there's so much competition even to sweep the floor also, which is not seen anywhere else for the Jagannath Rath Yatra. So Srila Prabhupada has given us everything. And my immense gratitude to the entire congregation Srila Prabhupada is best is well. I would like to offer this one verse of Srimad Bhagavatam to Srila Prabhupada. Evam janam nikatitam radhavavi kulte bhavavi bhavamavaya upatandra sampada yatvatmasat sirashina bhagavanti vitaha sobham kathanna visrajetaha bhavya sevam. Translation: My dear Lord, O Supreme Personality of Godhead, because of my association with material desires, one after another, I was gradually falling into a blind well full of snakes, following the general populace. But your servant, Narada Muni, kindly accepted me as his disciple and instructed me how to achieve this transcendental position. Therefore, my first duty is to serve him. How could I leave his service? How can we ever leave the service of Srila Prabhupada? How can we ever leave the service of our Guru Varga? Srila Prabhupada, you sacrificed Vrindavan 2 times for us, Sri Goloka Vrindavan and Sri Vrindavan Dham, only to take us back home, back to Godhead. Being in Sri Vrindavan Dham at the age of 75 is a dream of many, but you sacrificed that, going through 2 heart attacks in the Jalapurga and landing in Boston in the freezing cold temperature, going through severe difficulties, living at the YMCA, tolerating whatnot for us, sleeping 2 hours a day, translating books into English only so that we could read them, traveling around the world, initiating disciples, installing deities, and giving classes on Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, recording Vaishnava bhajans for us, and whatnot, only to get us closer to Nitai Sachinandan Gaurahari and Radha and Krishna. O Srila Prabhupada, forever I'm indebted to you for all the risks that you've taken for me. I would like to conclude with just one thought that I had, that Srila Prabhupada had done so much for us, and Srila Prabhupada had taken so many risks for us. But there was one lecture of Srila Prabhupada that I heard when Prabhupada said, it pains for me that you're not reading my books. I would just like to pray to Srila Prabhupada that Srila Prabhupada empowers us to learn and read his books as much as to praise him. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. I'm so grateful to you for giving me the opportunity to talk something to Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada, teacher.
Thank you, Mataji, and thank you, dear devotees. What a beautiful session. Thank you all. It was so nice to hear each other's realizations. Mataji, you want to end?
And the call. Hare Krishna, devotees. Hare Krishna, devotees. I'm very grateful to all of you. Mataji, I think Flavia Mataji has sent something.
Oh, yes. Please read, Mataji. Please read.
Hare Krishna, I want to express my deepest obeisances and sincere gratitude to Srila Prabhupada for giving me life after birth. I now have a purpose. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Flavia Mataji. You're very beautiful. Jai. Jagadguru Srila Prabhupada. Jai. Vinita Gandharika Mataji, you want to say something? You are on video. No.
I think Anita Mataji raised her hand. Mataji, you want to go? Okay.
Hare Krishna,
yes.
Mataji. Hare Krishna, Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glory to Srila Prabhupada. Sorry, Mataji, I didn't know. I was thinking like how I can glorify Srila Prabhupada because I'm really not that fortunate to have words to glorify Prabhupada because the contribution which he has rendered to the society is very vast. And I just, while reading Leelamrita, everyone must have come to the point like Prabhupada. He, when he was in India, when he started to, when he wanted to preach, he was constantly writing letters to all the leaders. Yeah, you can say Mahatma Gandhi and Nehruji. So everyone he was sending the letters, but it was not read by them. So, so in spite of those things also, Prabhupada still he didn't stop and he was getting motivated so much it's only because that he wanted to give us this moment and he wanted to give us Krishna. So, but one thing I could understand, I could relate, means like I realized is like now in this age of Kali, and at least for me, so at this point of situation, if I go and say something to someone, that ego clash is there. So when they don't listen or when they ignore, so immediately that ego arises. This I'm saying that it's only for me. So, but when I read Prabhupada, I was just thinking everyone has ignored, but still Prabhupada had that motivation. He was really selfless to serve to Lord Shri Krishna and give us this moment. So, and he was like, how Krishna says that one who is not envious and one who is out of all sinful reactions, then he is there inside as a super soul for everyone, but still he gives that motivation, he gives that understanding to make that person empowered to speak about Krishna. So that's what I just understood. I just realized by reading Prabhupada Leelamrita. So especially this point, I just realized because I have that ego. So I just thought, okay, this makes me that I should not have this ego in me. I should no matter what it means, I should let it off, go, whatever happens. Because when we come in association of devotees, physically I'm saying, there are many clashes that we are facing. So in that ways, when we express something, then it goes in some other way, understandable by that devotee, or not in that sense. So in that case, so there are some backbitings also. So I thought, okay, so everything we have to let it go because finally we are rendering service to Krishna. So that's what I realized by reading this point. Like what come may, whatever it happens, we just went on preaching. So I really thank so much to Srila Prabhupada that to make me realize this point that I should not have this ego, I should not have envy, I should not have greediness. So all these things we see in Ambrish Maharaj's story that he has dedicated his body, mind, words to Krishna. So, but in reality, and that we are hearing from Srimad Bhagavatam, but in reality, our Prabhupada has beings like that also. So, and he has given this selfless service to the society. So, and we also hear that he has spent his sleepless nights. So, but if you say like yesterday we celebrated Janmashtami. So out of so many services, we drop out some one or two services in that ways, and we also find it very difficult to hear even some lecture because we are not eating, we are not drinking water, and we are fasting. So all those morals must comes inside us, but still we get motivated by seeing devotees to render the service. But for me, I was thinking that okay, I should hear some half an hour lecture, but I really couldn't hear because I was feeling so down after fasting. So and then reading also. So I thought, okay, I should do these things, but it was really very difficult. But if you see Srila Prabhupada, how much he has done, he has just slept for 2 hours only, and he has written so many books for us in short lifespan of time. Because he started in 1969, though he had that idea of preaching in West from his instruction from the day he has got instruction from his spiritual master, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada, but still he made it happen. He made it happen at 1969 at that age, but from that age to 77, he had done so much. He has given so much books for us to realize what we are. So and like this, each and everything, I just understand. I just realize, okay, Prabhupada has given all these things, but still, I'm not able to imbibe that in my life. So somehow or other, by devotee's mercy, if I could imbibe that, then I would be really thankful to Srila Prabhupada, and to through Srila Prabhupada, I would be thankful to my Guru Maharaj also, and to Lord Shri Krishna also. Thank you so much, devotees, for making this session actually glorifying Srila Prabhupada. I think we can have this session also continuing whenever it is possible. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Anita Mataji, for your heartfelt realizations and options to share your development. Vinita Chandarika Mataji, please go on.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Finally, I could unmute. Thank you, Mataji. I just wanted to say thank you, Srila Prabhupada, for giving us ISKCON. Thank you so much. It's like ISKCON is growing so much. Everybody glorified Srila Prabhupada so much. I just want to say one thing. Like when I was in ISKCON in the beginning, when I went back to India, that time very less people know about ISKCON in my hometown. But now my neighbors are all devotees. My parents became devotees. It is growing like anything. And when last time when I went, they were telling that they stopped non-veg and they are going to the Sunday program regularly. And they're doing a lot of programs in my hometown. I'm so happy that, when you're alone doing bhakti, it's very difficult. When your family is there, it's so easy. Srila Prabhupada desire that every home and town, everywhere there should be a temple, there should be a devotee. And my place, there was no temple. I was like, oh, when the devotees will be coming and when they are going to start in my place. But finally, my parents are becoming devotees. I'm so happy. I'm so grateful to Srila Prabhupada for giving us this ISKCON where every home, town, every country, we have a devotees, and we can get together for learning about Krishna. And also, I'm grateful to Srila Prabhupada for giving his books, Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, everything. Because of those books, I'm able to understand what is our life meant for, what is our goal, how can we achieve success in this human birth. The success is like getting out of this birth, death, and old age and disease. That's when we are successfully using this human body and going back to Krishna, and we don't have to take birth again. So Srila Prabhupada has given in his books very nicely how we have to practice Krishna consciousness and go back to go back to Krishna. And thank you so much, Mataji. Every devotee has shared a lot. And I just want to say about prasadam, ISKCON prasadam. Srila Prabhupada has given us yummy prasadam. You know, if you go to other temples, prasadam means just a little bit you get in your hand. But ISKCON is not like that. We get full plate of prasadam. Because of prasadam, I am a devotee here today. So I'm grateful, thankful to Srila Prabhupada for giving us so many yummy food, yummy recipes, easy recipes. Even these Americans who don't know many things, like, simply wonderful how easy and quick you can make it. So Srila Prabhupada has made everything easy. Thank you, Prabhupada, for everything. And I love you, Prabhupada. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, thank you so much for the very beautiful offering. And it's Madhurena Samamriyat with such a sweet offering you have ended the session. Hare Krishna, dear devotees, we're very grateful to all of you for joining the call and raising your offerings to Srila Prabhupada. We're very grateful to you for joining the session and participating in the offerings. Preeti will ask you to say something.
No, can end the call here, Mataji.
Thanks. I offer my obeisances to each and every Vaishnava and Vaishnavi on the call. Vansha kalpatarukhyascha kripasindhubhyo patitānām pāvanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo namo namaः. Jagatguru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnav Vrinda ki jai.
Jai.
Srila Prabhupada's 128th appearance day ki jai.
Jai.
Jai, jai, jai.
Srila Prabhupada's moment.